Hey Guitars. Let's go build some junk. Gorgeous. And now I want to thin the walnut a little bit. So I think a couple passes on each side will probably do it. Okay, I had already drawn a guesstimation where I thought I wanted the core to be. However, I didn't know, what my dimensions of the core were really going to be at the time. Now we have the actual core. We can put it in place. I basically did. So I can mark our actual dimensions so we know what we need on the limb side. I now know somewhere down here we're going to need 1.25 inches at least. And the fattest part of this side is like 1/2 inch. So I think it might be safe to just cleave off like 1 3/4 inches and then split that at an angle. I think 1 3/4 inches would probably be enough. I'd rather not screw that up. I'm going to cut 2 inches. At this end we need about 1 1/4 inches. And I marked more like 1 3/8 inches. So I started to mark that. It didn't give us a whole lot of an angle, so I just went ahead and put it right in the middle. So there will be, once we get to the head end, there will be a lot of extra meat on both sides, but no big deal. I guess we will bandsaw this off and then joint those inside edges and be ready to roll. Yeah. I'm anxious to see the whole blank come together though. It's gonna be awesome.
Triple Play's got some Van Halen on the way for you. Plus, the new one from Corey Taylor is coming up.
Hey everybody, it's Chrissy and Wes from The Rock Show.
Coming up next week, what's the sketchiest place you stayed the night?
What contest did you lose?
Plus, great moments in Dan Jokery and your dumbass of the day.
You guys take care this Memorial Day weekend, and remember, burnt wieners are perfectly fine to eat.
You just gotta lube them up properly.
Ugh.
With a mustard and the mayonnaise.
Just join us on The Rock Show.
Alright, now we're at a point where we can cut our taper, get that cleaned up, and cut a profile. I don't have any hardware just yet, so I do have to wait for a truss rod, but we need to get all that done before we sink the truss anyway, so we can go ahead and do that. Yeah, and then I got other things I guess I can work on, so. Alright, I got our profile drawn back. Basically, 5/8 of an inch thick for the heads, even though some of that will be peeled off of the back for the cap that's going on, but I don't know how thick the cap is yet. I don't have it, I haven't made it, so we'll deal with that later. The volute and the heel scoop come from an old template I made a long time ago. I'm going from 3/4 of an inch down to just a little bit more than 3/4 of an inch at about the 18th fret, where I feel we're safe at meeting the body. I should go double check that real quick, but that's the basic measurements. In this case, with a multi-scale, I'm basically looking at about the middle for where I decided to put that. Not super important, I don't think, to be real pedantic on that detail, but what the hell. Until I have a truss rod on hand, I don't know exactly what the dimensions are, but I think probably this is reasonable for guessing where the access port will go, in which case I'm going to want to initially cut some ways back so we can drill into a flat surface and then chop the rest of that off. That's what I'm thinking. I've done that before and it seemed to work reasonably well. Anyway, I'm going to double check this real quick, but I mean, I've measured this multiple times. Just doesn't hurt to just be sure. Okay, and once we've chopped the profile off, we can take this material and turn it into some ears for the headstock. But, baby steps. We can't really put the earpieces on until we cut the head slope. We can't quite do that until we get the truss rod. So, however, we can do initial facets. And like I've said before, I like to do the initial facets as soon as possible. At least the big ones. And we still got 1/4 to 3/8 of meat on the side to route binding to. And a flat center, in this case, center, to clamp to. With Anubis, we put our stripes asymmetrical to... I wanted the stripes to follow the asymmetrical carve. So, that's why we've set this the way it is, where it's offset like that. So, essentially, this is our carving center, even if it's not the center of the neck. This initial facet, I'm going to go to, like I said, 1/4 to 3/8 to, I don't know, halfway between here and here. I mean, from halfway from the center to the edge. So, about there-ish. In this case, pretty much the walnut stripe. So, time to get cracking, I guess. What shall we choose as our weapon? I like this thing, but it clogs up easy. This guy never does. And just like that, one side done. Now, for the other side. thanks for swinging by. It means the world to me that people actually watch and find some value in my goofy shenanigans. If you're one of those people, then do me a favor and like the video and subscribe so you can catch the, future junk coming up. So we always got stuff to do. So meet me back here next time. Bye. Like, subscribe.